Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton have been at odds over a proposed F1 rule change. Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen have publicly disagreed over a proposed rule change that the Mercedes man believes the FIA needs to implement as soon as possible. Red Bull have dominated the 2023 season as either Verstappen or his teammate Sergio Perez have won every single race so far. Verstappen is 99 points clear of second-placed Perez in the drivers' standings, while Red Bull have more than doubled Mercedes' 203 points at the top of the constructors. Their huge lead has ensured that Christian Horner and company have been able to focus their attention on next year's car. However, the remaining teams on the grid are still working hard on this year's car as they continue to battle amongst themselves. Hamilton brought up the issue as he claimed that a rule should be put in place that teams cannot start work on next year's car so early into the current season. Verstappen vehemently disagreed, while Express Sport readers have sided with the Dutchman. When asked whether they agreed with Hamilton's view, the majority of the 7,279 readers who voted agreed with Verstappen, with 4,329 backing the Dutchman's stance, while 2,950 felt the same as the Brit. Hamilton explained the situation. "I think the FIA should probably put a time when everyone is allowed to start developing next year's car. Say August 1st, that's where everybody can start so that no one can get an advantage on the next year, cause that sucks. It would make more sense. Say for example you start the season and you know you have a bad car, you can just say, I'm not going to bother developing this car and put all this money into next year's car and have an advantage. We never started as early as them, and it needs to change because that's why you have dominance for so long and they keep allowing it to happen." Verstappen hit back at Hamilton's suggestion, however, citing the Brits' years of dominance in previous years as Mercedes cars were at the front of the grid for several years. "We weren't talking about that when he was winning his championship, so I don't think we should now," Verstappen argued. "That's how Formula One works. When you have a competitive car it's great, but at one point you also have to look at the next year. They should also not forget when they were winning how it was looking, and if people would comment on these kinds of things, they would comment a bit different. But that's how it goes in Formula One.